We are seeing incredible stories of harrowing rescues over the past 24 hours. Yesterday, when the hurricane was bearing down, the U.S. Coast Guard rescued this man and his dog off the west coast of Florida, roughly 25 miles offshore from Sanibel Island. That's near Fort Myers. The Southeast Coast Guard posted this video of the rescue showing a helicopter lifting up the sailor and his dog. According to the Coast Guard, the two were on a 36-foot-long sailboat when the craft, started taking on water. Luckily, both are in good condition. But what about all the other pets trying to find shelter during the storm? And many of them need medical treatment as well. Joining us now in a Fox Business exclusive is Elanco Animal Health President and CEO Jeffrey Simmons, live from the company's headquarters in Greenfield, Indiana. Of course, we stress the human toll is far, far greater here. But, I know that you guys, no matter what hurricane it is, provide support for animals who somehow end up in shelters after hurricanes. What are you seeing right now? What's the communication you're having about, there must be hundreds of animals that need help.
Yeah, thanks, Liz. And thanks for opening with that. Our thoughts and prayers are with all the people that are suffering with this storm. And our 10,000 employees understand the importance of the pet and how such a critical part it plays in families. We're doing a few things, Liz. First of all, in Elanco, we mobilize our teams in communities like this to work with shelters and work with veterinarians. Second is to stand with the veterinarians. Veterinarians are such an integral part of the community, and in a time like this, they play such a critical role. And then the third thing is we actually partner with greater good charities where we can actually take medicines, as you mentioned, into these communities. A good example is all these pets that are in standing water, ticks, flea, worms become critical, and getting medicines to them, no matter what their situation is, to ensure that these pets are protected. Well, the humanization of pets, pets being part of the family, has never mattered more to society than right now. And storms like this highlight that. We want to step in the center. We're a purpose-driven company, and in times like this, our hearts go out to everyone, and we're trying to step in the gap and help every way we can.
The fact that you just pointed out them standing in standing water, probably, who knows, and salt water, horrible for the skin. The FDA just approved, I believe, the new drug that you're putting out, Zenrelia, and it's a canine dermatology med. Can you tell us about it and how big you expect this to become?
Yeah, thanks, Liz. It's been an exciting week. We're in on the approval of Zenrelia. So I think the first thing is the number one reason pet owners go to the vet is an itching dog. They can self-diagnose here with an itching dog. There's close to 17 million dogs in America today that are untreated or actually have problems and are still working on this whole area of an itching dog, atopic dermatitis. It's a $1.7 billion global market, growing double digit, but 70% of veterinarians are saying, hey, we need another option. So Zenrelia is one of the first innovations in a long time to come into this market, and it really brings three compelling reasons that we've seen so much interest here just in the last week. It is more convenient with one dose per day. It's highly effective, and it's affordable. It's going to be at a 20% discount on price, which is just going to give more access to more pet owners that maybe can't afford today's current treatment.
Well, from house pets to bovine to cows, you're also working on a therapy that would bring down the methane gas that many of these cows do produce. And that, of course, would be a boon, certainly for the atmosphere, the environment, et cetera. But overall, what is your great hope for this company? You got a $7 billion market cap. Your stock today is doing very well. It's up about 3.7%. And over the past year, you've actually outpaced, at least when it comes to stock increases, your rival Zoetis, although they have a much bigger market cap. What are you aiming for here, Jeff, for Elanco?
Well, I'm first excited about I've been over 3 decades in this industry, and the durability and what you see even in the multiples of this industry, the humanization of pets globally, and the significance, and you see the growing demand of animal protein. As carbs come down and animal protein goes up, the fundamentals are strong. We're the second largest independent animal health company. We've got a compelling value proposition. And I say it comes back to these three words: growth, innovation, cash. We've had 4 quarters of growth. We're guiding for growth going forward. The second is the big one you mentioned, is innovation. A blockbuster in our industry is 100 million. There's not lots of those in our industry. We are going to launch 6 of them. Those 3 behind us. We're launching 3 over the next 3 consecutive quarters, another one next year. And these are in large markets like this $1.7 billion derm market. Next quarter, we're expecting to get an approval in a $6 billion parasiticide market with the broadest coverage. And as you just mentioned, we just opened up a really exciting thing for the competitiveness of the American farmer. And that's how we can turn environmental health and reducing methane into actually monetization. Today, we're expecting between now and the end of the year to launch Bovaer into the dairy industry in the U.S. and reduce methane by 30%. But actually, it all starts, sustainability starts with farmer profitability. We've got 500,000 dairy cows of the 9 million already on an analytics database that can measure emissions. They can actually quantify and allow a farmer to sell carbon to a CPG company. And that is happening. That's not some idea. And I see a path to a carbon neutral farm that's going to create a more compelling protein for farmers, and not just getting a milk check or a meat check, but they're going to actually get a carbon check. And that's going to become a reality. And I'm a big believer. This is not about ESG or Scope 3. This is about an inset market where dairy farmers and beef farmers over time can make money on the environment.
Well, you wouldn't do it if it weren't good for the company and for the business. I try and remind people of that. It's just business,
That's
people.
right.
Jeff, it's great to have you. How many pets do you have?
I have 2 Labradors, and one of them is getting ready to go on Zenrelia. We've been struggling with a little atopic dermatitis, so I'm hoping to have some solutions in my home here very soon.
Okay. All right. Our best to your pups. Thank you so much.
Thank you.